guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is your girl B. If you're a new subscriber, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Today I'll be sharing some of the best oils that you should be using or incorporating into your hair routine to make sure that you have a healthy scalp and that your locks are healthy, hydrated, and strong. In order to achieve great results, you need to know the difference between the oils, their properties, and how to use them correctly to receive the best results. So let's get into it. So the oils that I'll be talking about today can be classified into two main categories, being essential oils and carrier oils. Essential oils are oils such as eucalyptus oil, tea tree oil, peppermint, and lavender oil, just to name a few. These oils are too potent to be used in their purest form and need to be diluted. They can be diluted with water, with any lotions or moisturizers, or diluted with carrier oils. Carrier oils, on the other hand, are a lot more gentle. They can be used directly on hair and skin. Examples of these oils are vitamin E, jojoba, almond oil, olive oil, Jamaican castor oil, and of course my favorite, coconut oil. So the first oil that I'll be talking about today is eucalyptus oil. And this is an example of the eucalyptus oil that I'm currently using. I picked this up at the beauty supply and it was about $7.99. So eucalyptus is an example of an essential oil. That means that it cannot be used in its purest form. In its purest form, it'll do more harm and damage than good. Eucalyptus is one of my favorite oils because it has so many natural nourishing properties. For example, it is an anti-inflammatory, and this means that it will relieve an itchy scalp by soothing and calming the scalp, especially after you get your hair braided, or you've been out all day, or you just really have spent a really long period of time without washing your hair. Secondly, eucalyptus oil is able to treat dandruff. This is because it's got antifungal properties which can help to remove or decrease the fungus that grows on your scalp and creates dandruff. Eucalyptus oil also has antiseptic properties. This means that it can get rid of lice and nits naturally. The fourth thing, eucalyptus oil helps to stimulate or promote healthy hair growth. It does this because with eucalyptus oil, it moisturizes and nourishes your hair from the root all the way to the tip. So that tingling sensation that you get when you use eucalyptus oil, that's it stimulating your hair follicles. When it stimulates your hair follicles, it opens them up and allows for better blood flow circulation. This in turn will ensure that any hair that grows out is going to grow out a lot healthier, strong, and stronger. So because I had mentioned earlier on that eucalyptus oil is an essential oil, you cannot use it in its purest form. So you always have to make sure that you dilute it. The easiest way for me personally to dilute it is by diluting it with coconut oil or jojoba oil. So the general measurement is that you should use about 2 drops for every teaspoon or tablespoon, depending on how sensitive your hair or your scalp is. Afterwards, you just apply it on your scalp the way that you would normally apply hair food, and you just massage it into your scalp so that it can penetrate your hair follicles deeper. It's also recommended that you use eucalyptus oil about 2 times a week. If you're using it with any other essential oil, perhaps you could alternate them. So if on Monday you decide you're going to be using eucalyptus oil, then on Thursday again, when you're using another essential oil, you could maybe use tea tree oil. I wouldn't recommend that you use eucalyptus and tea tree oil on the same day because they're both extremely potent. The second oil that I'll be talking about is black Jamaican castor oil. Jamaican castor oil is a carrier oil. This means that it's safe for you to use it directly onto your scalp. It has got multiple benefits. For example, it is a great moisturizer because it's not too light on the hair, so it's not easily and quickly absorbed. Jamaican castor oil has got a lot of benefits. And some of the benefits of black castor oil are that it increases blood flow to the scalp. It supplies your hair follicles with a lot of nutrients. This in turn means that it speeds up hair growth, and also the hair that grows out a lot stronger and a lot thicker. 2, it strengthens and thickens your hair. 3, it rapidly increases hair growth. Jamaican castor oil is a great moisturizer and oftentimes is used as a sealant. Sealants are basically hair products that you apply last. So after you apply or you hydrate your hair with some water, go in with maybe a moisturizer or a light oil such as coconut oil, you can apply Jamaican castor oil over it because it will lock in all the moisture and lock in all the nutrients for much longer. Jamaican castor oil also helps with breakage, decreases the amount of dandruff, and can also help treat eczema if you have any eczema on your scalp. The next oil that I'll be talking about is jojoba oil. So this is an example of the jojoba oil that I use. I actually really like this Hollywood brand, so if you're someone who has access to it, I would recommend getting their tea tree oil and their vitamin E oil as well. I like these oils because they don't come in their purest form and they're slightly diluted. This means you can definitely apply them straight onto your skin and they provide really quick results. Jojoba oil is really great because 1, it can help to repair hair from heat damage. 2, it helps to prevent dandruff. 3, it helps to maintain the scalp's natural pH balance, so it can basically control the amount of oils being produced on your scalp. 4, it moisturizes and conditions. So it basically moisturizes your hair from the inside out. So no part of your hair strands are neglected when using jojoba oil. Jojoba oil can also prevent hair loss because it is very rich in vitamins and minerals. For example, it has vitamin B, C, and E, and has minerals such as copper and zinc. You can also use this oil as a sealant oil if maybe you don't have black Jamaican castor oil, or if you find Jamaican castor oil to be a little too thick. I myself will admit that sometimes when I do use castor oil, like even if I have a bonnet on, it'll leak or seep through and it will stain my pillows. So jojoba oil is definitely lighter in the sense that it will stain your pillows less. I would recommend though that after you moisturize your hair thoroughly, to sleep with a towel over your pillow and to make sure that you have a bonnet as well. So the next oil that I'll be talking about will be tea tree oil. So this is an example of the tea tree oil that I am currently using. I honestly really love this Hollywood Beauty tea tree oil because it treats not only my hair so well, but my skin really well as well. I personally prefer to use this Hollywood one because it's not in its purest form, as I found that pure tea tree oil can be a little too harsh on my skin. So I always opt for this one. If you're someone who's willing to go for the pure one, please make sure that you dilute it accordingly. Like, you can never use tea tree oil on its own. As potent as tea tree oil is, you must imagine that it has a lot of benefits. It is antifungal and it is antiseptic. This means that it can fight off any fungus that may try to grow on your hair, so dandruff being one of them. If perhaps there's a skin condition that's persisting on your scalp, tea tree oil can help to fight that as well. Tea tree oil is also antibacterial, which means that it can fight off any bacteria that's living either on your scalp or in your hair. And it's also really good because it unclogs the pores in your hair. This will limit the amount of buildup that is caused in your scalp and will help to speed up hair growth. Tea tree oil also improves the condition of your hair follicles. This means that it's able to supply your hair follicles with more nutrients and also increase blood flow. This, of course, in turn will stimulate hair growth, meaning your hair will grow faster, and any hair that grows out will grow out healthy. Since tea tree oil is an essential oil, you have to remember to dilute it, and the recommended amount of times to use it is between 2 or 3 times. This is dependent on the kind of hair that you have and how healthy or unhealthy your scalp is. So if your scalp is leaning towards the unhealthy side, then using it 3 times a week will be more beneficial. But if your scalp is healthy and you have a good hair routine going on, then using it 2 times a week will do you just fine. So the last and definitely not least oil that I'll be talking about is a carrier oil. And for those of you that know me, like, this is hands down my favorite oil. And if you haven't already guessed it, the oil that I'll be talking about today is coconut oil. So you can literally tell that I use this oil for everything. So for about the past 6 months, like I have completely switched over. I use coconut oil on like my entire body and on my hair as well. Like I've just found it to be so beneficial, and I feel like it moisturizes my skin so well, especially in the summer. If you're someone who's got dry skin like I do, using it alone in the winter is not the most beneficial. So I will often mix it with Vaseline, and I'll add a few drops of the Hollywood tea tree oil. In my last video where I spoke about my lock journey, I briefly touched on some of the benefits of coconut oil. So this time I'm gonna go a little bit more in depth about what coconut oil can really offer for your hair. So the first thing is that coconut oil can help to repair damage caused by heat. This can be heat caused from the sun, or if you're someone who likes to straighten or blow dry your hair, coconut oil can help fix that. Coconut oil is really good at moisturizing your hair, and since it's a carrier oil, it can be used to dilute any of the essential oils. Coconut oil is so gentle and so light on your hair that if you're someone who's into doing hot oil treatments, you can use it to do hot oil treatments as well. Coconut oil also adds some luster and shining to your hair, and it doesn't only stop there because it also softens your hair as well. So coconut oil also has a lot of antioxidants, which helps to promote healthy hair growth, and it's also rich in lauric acid, which helps to bind the protein in your hair. So I really don't know how else I can sell coconut oil to you. Like if you're not already convinced by this, or convinced by the fact that it's safe enough for you to ingest as well, like I don't know what can convince you, but I personally really love coconut oil, and it's my go-to. It's like my daily bread type of oil. I would recommend though, with any of the oils and not just coconut oil, that you make sure that your hair is slightly damp before you use it to moisturize your hair. This will ensure that it penetrates your hair strands and your hair follicles easier and a lot better for maximum hydration. If you're looking to purchase these oils, the best place that you can find these oils is at a beauty supply. Like your beauty supply will have a wide selection in terms of brands that you can choose from if you're very brand specific. Another place that you can check is Amazon. Amazon also has a wide selection, and I've seen all of the products that I have there as well. For my South Africans, if I'm not mistaken, I know you should be able to find majority of the essential oils at the chemist. If you don't find them there, you should be able to find them at your Clicks or at your discount. So that is it from me. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and that you found all of my tips really helpful, and that by the time that you're done watching this video, either you're gonna order these products from Amazon or you're gonna leave the house and go and buy them, because you will not regret it at all. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and to comment down below. Let me know which oils you are currently using, which oils that you are loving. If you know of any other places where we can purchase these essential oils and carrier oils, please feel free to comment that down below so we can help each other. Please also don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to turn on post notifications so you do not miss out on any of my latest uploads. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Take care.